My name is Matt Krueger. I'm from Abbotsford, BC. I'm in my 4th year at TRU. I'm taking psychology, and I am the libero for the men's volleyball team.
Matt Krueger, you're majoring in psychology. Why psychology?
Originally, I started off in biology and chemistry. I thought I wanted to be a physiotherapist, and that just became too much for me to do. I just kind of lost interest in it as well. And so randomly, I just took a psychology class, and I've just loved it. So ever since then, I decided I want to stick with it. Once volleyball here is over, I didn't want to stop with sports. So I want to go towards psychology, hopefully sports psych, just to stay in the athletic area and work with other athletes.
And that's going to give you obviously great insight because you're an athlete.
Exactly. So hopefully taking these classes and seeing the benefits of it, I can incorporate that with me right now and use that in my games.
So with that in mind, you want to look at your teammates right now, and how would you assess your team and how could you best use the skills that you learn in psychology with men's volleyball?
Right now we're real excited. It's the beginning of the new year. We have a lot of expectations for our team this year, and I think that's a good thing. So right now our team's confidence is high. The only problem that we sometimes have is confidence during games, and I think that's where I can come in and teach them the confidence building or the mental prep things that I've worked on in class.
This is a big year for men's volleyball, is it not?
Yeah.
Because you guys have been together, the core group have been together for a while. Can you tell me a little bit about, there's something special about your group of guys? There
is. I think that's part of the reason why we all came here as first years, is we knew that if we came here, stuck it out for the 4 or 5 years, we could have something special. In my grade 12 year, I believe they came bronze at nationals, and so we all kind of were like, oh, this is a new program, they're developing quite nicely, let's all get here and try and do the same thing. So that's what we've been working for 4 years. The past couple of years, they've been rough, but hopefully the experiences that we've had as the same team will finally pay off in the hard work we've done, that this year, next year, will make a good push for nationals.
You came here with a group of kids that you played Team BC with.
Yeah.
And so can you talk to me a little bit about that friendship? How have you guys grown as friends? And do you see this relationship with those other players being a lifetime friendship?
Yeah, I do. Colin Carson, I was his roommate in first year. We played for different club teams. We didn't really like each other growing up because we always ended up playing each other in finals and whatnot. But having that experience playing against him, it was easy to play with him here at TRU. We still bug each other about it all the time. Like, hey, I beat you here, you beat me there. But it's really good. And then a bunch of guys we had that played for Team BC with me and club, they ended up leaving. They didn't stay up until now. But for the couple years they were here, you could definitely tell that we had played together and we enjoyed playing together, and that chemistry went onto the court.
Do you feel like a trendsetter? You're the first graduate of MEI from Abbotsford to come to TRU.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice being different.
Speaking of different, you've got a cast of characters on your team, do you not, this year?
Yes, we do.
Talk a little bit about that.
Oh man, the first years coming in, they're not like our regular first years we've had. Normally they're pretty shy and don't really know what to do. They're very outgoing and charismatic. They're not afraid to speak what they think. And the new guys coming from college, they've had their own experiences already, so they're already in the same mindset that we are. So our practices are never a dull moment, that's for sure.
So that's a good thing.
It's a very good thing, yeah.
Now you're about to start playing some exhibition games and getting into the season. What goals have you set for yourself this year?
Goals we set for ourselves is to make nationals. I think last year we ended off a bad way with our season. We had the expectation of making playoffs and making that push for nationals, and we kind of just fell apart at the end. I guess the season just kind of caught up with us. So this year, with that experience of what we need to put into the season, I think we know what we need to do to get there. So us being the older guys, we're trying to push the younger guys in that direction of, right now, this is where you put in the hard work, this is where you go for it all, and that will pay off at the end of the year.
Tell me about being a student athlete, Matt. How do you balance that whole thing?
It is very difficult. There's a lot of times when you're doing homework on the airplane or on the bus, but you got to go to class all the time. That makes life a lot easier. You just go to class, you take the notes, you build that relationship with the teacher, and then when you're on the road, if you go to class and do have that relationship, the teachers kind of will help you out a bit more, knowing that you're away and on road trips. And so practices, you practice every day pretty much, and then you got games on the weekend. So when you're not in the gym lifting or practicing, you just got to be studying. That's the only really time we have.
Right. What words of advice finally for parents of a potential athlete or a potential athlete looking at TRU to come play hopefully men's volleyball or a different sport?
just do what you think fits you best. I know when I came here to Kamloops, I felt like it fitted me perfectly. So I came here, I saw the small class sizes, the relationship you can have with teachers, coaches, and all the other athletes here at TRU. That's the big thing I think for me is the community that we have here at TRU. It's small, so you kind of know everyone. People around Kamloops know you. It's really fun having that ability to just communicate and build that relationship with everyone.